So how'd you find the first game in the hot seat? What did you make of the game, and how did you find it personally?
Oh, look, it's a bit of a different feel, obviously. Getting a feel for it, but largely, thought the box was fine. You know, we were having good discussions up there. The game itself, obviously, we started really well and finished really well, and we just sort of had some really inconsistent moments in the middle patch, in the the second and third quarters, and I just thought, from the point of view of what we asked the players for before the game, I just thought their intent was really good around what we wanted to do. We just sort of fell into a few patterns where we couldn't quite get out of, and that affected us sort of A, scoring, and B, getting scored against.
Those patterns, the ball movement, slower ball movement, you seem to speed the ball movement up in the last quarter, and it seemed to work pretty well. Is that what you're talking about there?
Yeah, I was just finding the right opportunities, to be able to do that. So yeah, and clearly, we were a bit slow in the third quarter, obviously, and we didn't want to do that per se. We're trying to, and in the first, the first little bit, we just opened ourselves up a little bit too much, getting scored the other way. But I just think, like, as we go forward, there's real balance that we can get in our game, and I thought, to score 6 goals ourselves from the back half is an improvement for us. That's we haven't done that for a while, so that's a good positive to take in. We probably need to sharpen up and not get scored against sort of from their back half, and we're traditionally really good at that. So I think there's some real clarity we can give to the players around that, hopefully going forward.
Rob, do you feel like you lost a bit of your dare during that those second and third quarters?
Yeah, I mean, they defended us pretty well, but yeah, probably right. And going forward, like we want our players to express themselves. I thought the last quarter, sort of almost the gloves came off, and we were a lot bolder, and that's what we want to see. And it's not going to be perfect first week, and I see this as that 9-week project, and we can give them some clarity with that going forward, hopefully, and we can see some. We still scored 79 points, and ideally we keep them to a few less, and just keep showing the right ways to do that. I thought individuals showed some stuff and showed some of their strengths coming through. So get some real enjoyment out of these last 8 weeks.
Is that going to be your intent, Robert? Just to get some enjoyment, obviously, but to also free up some of the players to I suppose play on instinct a bit more?
Oh, it's one part of it, but it's also it's also keeping yourselves in the right shape to be able to defend going back the other way, and traditionally we're a team that's really hard to play against in that regard. And I just felt like in crucial times today, Fremantle were able to score easy goals, and that's something we want to tidy up, because we're as a brand and as a footy club, we've prided ourselves on being hard to play against. So they just probably got easy goals at the wrong time, and hopefully we can clean that up and still manage to look dangerous going the other way. We just had periods where we weren't as dangerous in the front half, and but I thought at times we looked more dangerous as well.
What do you make of Brody Grundy's game back today, Robert? Obviously looked dangerous playing forward. Is there a potential, or would you consider playing Lynch and Grundy in the same side?
Oh, look, it's a bit early to get into match committee stuff, but I thought Brody's and he's had a couple of weeks off, so I thought he was sort of worked into the game really well, and he was pushing forward well as a ruckman. So I thought his area was good today, improved there. And I thought, him and Darcy had a good battle. I thought Darcy had his moments too. So I think Brody can look at that game in review and take some stuff out of that, particularly some of the centre bounce stuff, which was some real good stuff and some real RFIs for him as well. But I thought to get him back in and back in the groove today was hopefully would be good for us going forward.
Robbie, you brought Mason Cox back today. What did you think of his performance?
Yeah, again, he's probably a bit like Brody in the fact I thought late some of his contest was crucial, and we see that from Mace when he's at his best. So going forward, that'll be his challenge and our challenge to get him to the speed. I think when he does that, he makes us better. So we just got to keep coaching him in the right ways to be able to help our team. And when he does create those contests and launch the footy like that, he does make us better.
It was a crucial free kick paid against Braden Maynard and 50 when you had the momentum there, Robert. obviously not many of the crowd thought it was a free kick. But what's your message to Braden Maynard after that, given there was a 50-metre given away?
Yeah, look, I mean, the free kick's a free kick. I think he plays those. Having coached him directly, he plays those running back, defending back with the flight really well. So, no, clearly to give away the 50 is not ideal, and to lose a call like that's not what we're after. But he used great effort, and I thought some of his chase down tackles in the last quarter to show that desire to want to win. That's what we love about him, and there's always a balance there when it goes over the top, and we don't want to give away 50-metre goals. So that's always a challenge, but he plays on the edge, and we love him for that.
Did you feel a bit of sympathy for him being mildly upset at the decision?
Oh, look, it is what it is. Like, players are always going to be upset, and you got to put that aside and get on with the game, and that's your responsibility and role for the team. So that in that moment, bubbled over. The decision's a decision. In the end, deal with it, and we move on. And as I said, some of his efforts late, they were crucial in nearly getting us over the line, give us a chance to win the game.
How much did losing McCreery hurt, I guess, defensively, that first line of defence for the transition of the ball for Fremantle?
Oh, it's never ideal because you're going in with set plans, and I thought he started really well with some of his hunt forward. He's probably one of our better front 50 pressure players. So, as a young kid, and I was just talking to him then actually, and he's never had a hammy before. So, all that's just learning for him. He's going to be a good player for us for this club for a while. So, live and learn. Take the learnings out of that for him, and he'll rehab and hopefully get a few games in late this year. But it's never ideal losing the guy in the first quarter. But I think he's been a real positive for us this year, and will continue to be so.
Any gauge on how bad the hamstring is at this stage?
Oh, not really. It's significant enough to him limping around the room. So as I said, he's got no measure to compare off. He's never done one. So we'll wait and see on that one.
What do you think of your tackling pressure and hunt around the footy, particularly in that last quarter, Robert?
Well, it was good late, and I thought as a rule we sort of were able to out pressure them enough. I just thought in transition at times they were able to get out a bit easy and score those easy goals. So I think when we got the game close enough around the ball, they got us a little bit at those mid stoppages at times. But I just thought when the contest was around the mark, our pressure was good enough, and we just got to work a little bit on some areas to make sure that we hold up when we don't score, and we can lock that ball in the front half. And I think we can do that going forward.